Hi, I'm Andrea, and this is my gym, Masterpiece Fitness Training. Thanks for joining me today. Today's workout of the week is called Fit for the Park. Now, it's a rainy, dreary day outside here on the Oregon coast, so we're not going outside in the park. So we're just going to mimic our park atmosphere here in the gym with a little step. So I have a minute timer, 6 different exercises. My thought was you could just use a bench, so imagine a park bench. Here, you can do your step-ups from your park bench and things like that, so we're going to use that. And then when we're done with that circuit, you just go for a 6-minute run. Well, I won't join you for that, but that's what you'll do, and then you'll repeat. So I think that's it. So we'll start with the step-ups, and I have my 1-minute timer. Here we go. I'm just going to go up, up, down, down on this one. And of course, there's all kinds of varieties that you can have. I'm just going to keep alternating my legs, left and right. I can have any variety that I like. Try to find a bench that you can fit your whole foot on top. It's much safer, not only for your body, but just for falling, so you don't fall. I'm going to press my heel into the bench, press up through my rear end. Same thing when I come down. So I want to be all the way up on that bench and change sides. If you want to use a little more body, of course you can use it as a little bit of a body warm-up, reaching up, add a little bit more. You can always do like a repeater type move. Just the knee. So I'm really trying to press down through my heel to stand up. Now I have this nice and high. If you're in your own home, of course you can use a chair or anything. All right, the next one is a burpee with a push-up and a jumping jack. So you can start with your step if you don't like getting to the ground. So I'll come just like I'm going to do a burpee. Bring it out with a push-up, in, and a jumping jack. Down, push up, in, jumping jack. Or we can head to the ground, down, jumping jack, here, push up, jack. These are kind of hard, so even super fit people, if you're doing this, you just might think, well, I might have to slow down at some point, and that's okay. You'll notice my push-up, my hands go right at chest level, right here. I'm not over here with a push-up. Get into a nice plank position. Get that push-up. Pop those legs in. Right up in a lunge walk. And I put on my list balance beam because we're at a park. And parks have all kinds of areas that look like balance beams. So for some reason, mentally, if you're on a balance beam, it just feels different. So I'm just in the gym, so I'm just going to go backwards and forwards. Pretend like I'm on a balance beam, but try it if you're at a park to be on that balance beam. Get a nice long step. I make sure my knee is lined up with my ankle, just for safety, so I don't hurt my knees. And there are a lot of athletes, a lot of sports out there where, yes, it's necessary to train your body to bring that knee over. We just in the gym like to keep it safe so we're not creating any repetitive stress unless there's a reason for you to be training that move. Mountain climbers, I'll start with the easier level. So remember, your good shoulder posture form is here, okay? Not here. Not here. All right, I have my chest right underneath my hands. On the ground, same thing. My hands under my chest. I'm going to try to keep my butt to the ground, and it's as if I want to glide my knees to the ground. For variety, I can come left and right. I can go slow. This will be the hardest exercise we do for a full minute. I like to change the pace because it really is a hard exercise. Next one, single leg squat. So you're going to watch that knee, that it doesn't get all wiggly on you. So just paying attention that you don't let that knee dip in. A lot of times it's ankle strength, a lot of times it's hip strength. So you keep those hips nice and strong as you single leg squat. And I'll do 4 or 5 and switch, because I'm not going to clock watch. So I'll just figure if I do 4 or 5 each leg, I'll end up at least close with my repetition range. So I'm doing my very best not to let my knee wiggle. Whenever you're on a single leg, the weight of your body is on your heel or the center of your foot. If you start shifting towards that toe, you're setting yourself up to lose. So I'm going to be on my heel or the center of my foot as much as possible. Right on. Next one is dips to push-ups. So I'm changing to here because this mimics a bench, so you'll see at the park. And I need my push-ups wide in order to finish this exercise. So I'm going to do push-ups, and remember your head is going to go way over on the bench at the gym, at the park. Your head's going to practically touch the other end. That's where it should be. If you're way out here, you're not getting those push-ups right. Get your hands right underneath your chest. Dips, I'm going to work pretty hard to keep my shoulders from shrugging too much. They're going to a little bit, because it's just the nature of the exercise. But try not to let them up way up here. I'm going to try to keep them pressed down. So I'm doing 5 and 5. 5 push-ups. 5 push-ups to 5 dips. And I'm coming all the way up on that dip. All right, here's where your run comes in. You run for 6 minutes around the park. Come back and repeat. Great job, everybody.